Hey everybody, and welcome back to Uru. We're just about ready to begin our second part of our journey, and in this video we begin the first rather, of the two expansion packs called Two Dunny. But before we do that, there's a place I need to go to, right here. There's a relative page in this age that I need to get to, and it is pretty difficult to get to. I was here earlier practicing to get to it, and it was virtually impossible. It's right on this edge up here. Can't really see it too well. There it is. You see that? Yeah, I'm up on that ridge, yeah. And in order to get to it, you have to jump onto this rock right here, and then jump on that ridge. It is hard to get to, but it is worth it to get that rotor page. So I'm going to attempt to get it here. If it takes me too long, I'll just edit most of this out, and you'll see me on that ridge eventually. I'm going to try it for a few minutes, and then, like I said, I'll edit anything out afterwards. So, here we go. Oh! Okay, wow, that took a surprisingly short time. Hang on, I have to be careful here. Wow. I am shocked that took me so little time. Seriously. I thought that would take me around half an hour. How did I manage to do that so quickly? I promise you, I did not edit anything out there. I don't need to now that we got it. Let's go back to Virtual. What we got here is this rug. Yeah, pretty awesome, huh? We'll get more stuff as we go on through Dunny. Anyway, with that said, we're going to go ahead and go here to a place called Bevan. We went here earlier to a borrow stone. Alright, well, here we are in Bevan, a Dunny neighborhood. Not sure what this shows exactly, but right here, you might recognize this cave here. After we returned the pillars to the borrow cave and fell down into that hole, this is where we fell into, this little lake here. So, also a beach ball and some cones, pretty cool. And right in here, looks like some kind of community center. It's probably Dunny, which we don't understand, so I'm going to go ahead and just skip it on that one. Alrighty, let's see here. See a book right here. We're not going to go there just yet. We'll go there in a little bit. For now, let's go do a little bit of exploring. Yeah, on these stairs. Interesting looking garden here. Ah, that's what I wanted to get. Ooh, what is that thing? By the way, this expansion pack we're playing right now is part of the failed online version. Over here, you can see multiple people here at one time. This is like a online type of game you could play with multiple people, which unfortunately did not work out too well. Okay, I think we're done here for the time being. Let's go check out that book over there. Nice waterfall there. Okay, we're already in Bevan, so let's go to the ferry terminal. We don't need to go on that because we already registered. I guess we're automatically registered there. Right over here is a borrow stone. Alright, we're back in Teledon. Now, right up here is the entrance to the slave caves we came out of earlier. And over here is a roto page, which will add a dock to our page. We can't do much else, so we'll go back to roto. Alrighty. I believe they added this thing to our age. Right here. Little pond. Which is pretty cool. We also added this dock. Is this place starting to look a little familiar? Alrighty, let's go back to Agira, which is where we just were. Okay, I'm going to go back here. Because, as I stated earlier, you need to read this second journal here. Now, in my original video, I did both of these journals in one video. And I later made a reference to the fact that I had goofed up on it and said I wasn't supposed to read this until later. That's why I decided to redo this one. So this is actually being recorded after I finished everything else. I'm recording this on the evening of February 11th. And tomorrow is the day that you should see the first video of this LP. In any case, we're going to read this one, Douglas Sharper, 2004. And this one is pretty short, so it will not take long. 1/23/2004. Though seeing the Patriots go to another Super Bowl and hopefully win is obviously on my mind, compared to what I've returned to here in Dunny, what happened? I'm hearing that the DOC is leaving the whole thing behind. Watson is not returning. Kodama, Laxman, Sutherland, all the little guys, Nick, Simpson, I never saw it coming. Engberg even. They were claiming funds, but I wonder if it was something more than that. I thought I would have a lot to write today, but my mind is going everywhere. I've come to love the place, the offices, the creatures, the people, the game, even the DOC. I'm stunned. Is it really going to come to an end? 1/26/2004. The disagreements of the past were no longer separating us. Obviously, had a good talk with Kodama and Laxman today. They're disappointed and saddened, frustrated. Poor Laxman is still working on the keys. Says he's standardizing keys and implementing some kind of remote upgrade. Except for that, they're beginning to close things down. They seem to know what happened to Watson. Apparently, he spoke to Kodama at least once. Since that day long ago, neither wanted to go there, so I let it go. Regardless, there was a glint in their eyes. Maybe not too surprising for Laxman, but Kodama? The man never has an ounce of glint. It seems they have a journey they'd like to take. 1/30/2004. Laxman must have seen the light. Key Gladys is going down to base features before he heads up. I'm heading up to the surface myself. Houston for the Super Bowl. Another championship is just what I need right now. I'll be back. 2/5/2004. Champions again. Not sure I could have asked for a better game, regardless of the halftime debacle. I have to admit, though, I thought a big victory would be enough, but I still found myself troubled down here. Hang on. 2/4/2004. 217558-81. What is it? A coordinate? And why is Andy sending this thing out? The gathered will tell the path of the shell? What? Spoke with Nick last night. He's already heading up, back to the northwest somewhere. I'd like to see the kid again someday. Good kid. I'll miss him. I think Fiocco has left as well. Another good guy. 2/11/2004. Went to the spy room today, and not quite the same anymore. I missed the intrigue and found myself saddened at the thought of it all going away. No reason to go through the trouble of making the backside secure anymore. Looking back, I realized how lax I was. Anyone could have found the book. I assumed the backside of Teledon was secure, but obviously it wasn't. None of them were all-seeing Shumi, and to think if there had been two of them, all they had to do was close the door and their friend would have seen the book. I guess none of it matters now. Don't suppose anyone will be going to the slave caves anytime soon. Oh well. I'm a little ashamed that I'd forgotten about Phil. I suppose that the service trips, football games, and obviously events down here had caused me to forget about him. His Roto book was in the spy room. I paid the area a little visit, a memorial of sorts. I assume he is officially dead now, although I should ask the boys. 2/13/2004. My goodness, I may have killed him. Is this... 2/28/2004. There is no life here, literally and figuratively. They've all gone, and I'm stuck alone with the thought that Phil may have died because of me. I've talked to a number of the DOC about it. They never found a body, but apparently a destroyed key was found at the bottom of where the precipice was once stood. No one wanted to say it, but I've had the dream here twice now. Phil standing up there, confident in his ability to return to his Relto at any time. The first crack, still confident, enjoying the thrill. Another crack of stone and the tower begins to break. He reaches down to grab the Relto book, just to be ready. It's then he realizes it's gone. He turns to escape, but he's already falling. A cry for help that those who were there heard. He has no chance, because I took the book. The rubble buries him forever. No, I have to believe it didn't happen that way. 3-1-2004. 217558 minus 81. Negative 81. Has appeared on my desk again. I thought everyone was gone. Zandy? If I don't do anything else, I have to find this place before I leave here. I'm supposed to. Zandy wouldn't send it out if there wasn't a reason for it. If it is him, maybe I'll find some answers. Watson, Phil, the DOC, the failure. Do these coordinates hold the answers? 2/11/2026. Is someone else here? I'm not sure I'm alone anymore. I'm going to have to be careful. Yep, and whenever you read that book, at this point in the game, that last passage will be whatever date you're reading on. Well, that is it for this one. Hang on. There's a bridge there. We'll be going on that bridge later on. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. What's that? Ah. This should look a little familiar. Well, it will later. This is the place we'll be reading some journals later on. At least I think it's later on. I'm not sure exactly. But, anyway, that's it for now for this room. We'll come back here later to read. Wait a second. Oh. I didn't know this was here. Oh. Okay, I recognize this place. We're in Teledon, of course, as you can probably tell. But we also isolated and cannot get out here. So we're going to return to our Relto. Alright. That journal we just read mentioned the spy room. So we're going to find it. And in order to do that, we're actually going to go back to Teledon. And back to the save caves. Now, because this is a different game than my original one, it'll be a little bit different. And it was before. Hang on, that's the wrong way. Alrighty, let's make our way back here. It's going to go a lot faster if you just jump like that. Now, over here, that's where we just were a few minutes ago to get that Relto page. Oops. Sorry about that. Now here, in order to get to the book, all we have to do is close this gate here. And to that, we just do this. See that alcove right there? And we can't get to it from here. So we'll have to, once again, go back to Teledon, through the tuning cloth. Yeah, Teledon. Okay, here we go again. Ooh. That is jump in the air. Well, in the air, I mean. Okay. There we are. And we're back. Ooh, look at this. Wow. What is this? Bob Ogubo. Interesting. I don't recognize that place. I don't suppose we can ever reach it. Is that a fire marble here? I don't know. Either way. Oh, we've already been there, I think. That's the Baron's office we've been to already. At least I think it is. Although it looks a little bit different than the one in Teledon. I'm not going to go there at this time. Maybe later. What we should be looking at here, though, is this book. It looks like Relto, but it's not our Relto. Yeah, this is a different Relto. Well, I'm going to take a look outside. Ooh, it's nighttime. We don't have that at our age. And a fully grown pine tree. Oh, and it's raining too. Interesting. And a pond. That's the one we have. Oh, and some pillars of some kind. Interesting. Pretty neat. Okay, right over here is a bookshelf. We will look at that briefly in a little bit. But first, right here. What is this? Ah, another book like this. We've already read the one in our age. Right here was some DOC clothing. And right here is another journal. And no worries, this is a pretty short one. So we'll go ahead and read it now. Returning. It is odd being here again after losing myself. I don't feel like part of this, and yet I feel like I'm here for something. Odd. This restoration is not right. It's not that it's wrong, just that it will only rebuild, not restore. Rebuilding is about slicing and fixing on the outside. Rebuilt trees make fences and walls. Restoration is about growth and life on the inside. Restored trees make fruit and shade. Restored trees make fruit and shade. She's making sure that the tree has begun to grow again. What is Dunny? What is this kingdom? I have heard of Dunny and the people. I have lived in Dunny the place. I have spoken of Dunny the language. I have spoken Dunny the language. A kingdom is made of both life and belief, and it's only real with both. Lives without belief is a kingdom of cards, only waiting to fall. Belief without lives is a kingdom of dead, only waiting to live. I know a little, but I only think I know more. I see a little, but I only think I see more. I understand a little, but I only think I understand more. I seek a little, and I know I will find more. I can never know, see and understand. I can only ever know, see and understand more. I talk to many people today, but I don't really know them. How can I know other people? They're revealed only in their words and actions. I suppose only really in their actions. Words are easy. I talk to many people today. I am growing, and I am growing anxious, and I am growing weary, and I am growing closer, and I am growing up, and I am growing impatient, and I am growing weary, and I am growing wise, and I am growing less and less. My seeking feels like it comes to an end. Now I feel like I am called higher to become lower. I will find them again. They are calling me. I don't know why, but I will know when I find them. I remember what they showed me before, and I must find that again. I hear them even now, calling me. She has heard them. I can't resist. I am going. I believe this is Phil's Relto, as it was mentioned in the journal that his book was still in the spy room, which is where we just were a little bit ago. I don't know how the Age of Relto works. Yisha must have written many of them and has many different versions. Either way, this place is actually pretty cool. I can't make it not rain, so we're gonna have to just leave it here. Now in this book, this may look like Bevan, but it's actually a different neighborhood. Alright. Take a look at this telescope here. And it shows the same image as before. Interesting. I wonder if Bevan is on the other side of this rock wall here. I mean, way over there. And yet somehow the telescope still shows us the same image, regardless of which neighborhood you're in. Ooh, look at that. Fire marbles. That's pretty cool. Up here is another community center and another blue button. Let's hope this one is in English. I'll remain silent for this part.
Hello, test. Victor, are we on? Okay, okay then. Hello, everyone. Hi. Thanks to Victor, we've gotten some additional Denis technology working. It should be quite useful in sending messages here from the Dakota to the numerous neighborhoods as one more way to keep you informed of how things are progressing. Let me begin by once again welcoming newcomers to Denis. We're very pleased to have you. I know I've spoken with a few of you in person, but to those of you I haven't met yet, welcome to the restoration. The DRC and restoration engineers have been working very hard to put things in order. As you've probably noticed, various areas of the island, Agura, have been opened over the past few weeks, with quite a bit more scheduled over the next few days, weeks, and months to come. We are also working on opening up several new ages. And we know that many of you have been given access to ages that haven't gone through any kind of process yet. And we certainly do not encourage use of any unapproved books. But let's just say that with your safety uppermost in our minds, we're pushing to approve those ages just as quickly as we can. Oh, and several of you have asked what you can do to help with the restoration effort. As you may already know, the Denis keys have the ability to determine their precise location here in the cavern as well as in other ages. Much of this functionality is governed here in the cavern by the Great Zero. Victor has recently succeeded in getting portions of the Great Zero functioning again, but he tells me it still needs to be calibrated. We'll soon begin to focus on another island area, the ferry terminal and its associated docks. We actually had some restoration engineers do some diving, and they found a sunken boat that we hope to raise at a later date. Before that, however, we will inspect the docks and approve them for public access. Now, let's see. Yes, outside the cavern, Garisen continues to progress nicely. Victor's team has recently made some discoveries that'll enable us to open up more of the interior space. The wall is what we call it. Members of our team are also working on another age that should be opened within the next few weeks. Perhaps we will post some pictures. I will end by addressing some peculiar events that have been occurring. Odd stones, books, cloths, and pages have been reported appearing from time to time. Rather than insist, probably unsuccessfully, that you not use these oddities, the DRC will for now simply wash its hands of any consequence arising from their use. In other words, if you use them, you do so at your own risk. We will continue to remove these artifacts if they're found, but so far that has proved fruitless. But, no. I'm sorry to say it this way, but anyone involved in the placing of these books will be banned from the cavern. But to end on a good note, thanks for all the continued help to all of you and patience as Denis slowly begins to grow again.
All right, well, that's it. Interesting thing to think they can actually ban someone from the caverns. I have a feeling it was Yisha who placed all those things there. They would not have much luck banning her from the caverns. Anyway, I'm going to go over here. I'm not sure if it's necessary, but I'm going to go ahead and just register my key here. Just in case. I'll open up this door. Alright, we need to, remember the spy room? We saw the name Bob Ogubo. That is associated with these lights here. We're not actually going to do that just yet. I'm actually pretty curious about the other linking book we found in the spy room. So I'm going to go back there very briefly, just to see if it's the same room as on Teledon. Because, to be honest, I have no idea if it is. Luckily, we can get to the spy room from here. I'm going to go back to the Barrow Caves. Oops, where's my watch? Okay. Whoops. Did I not open these windows in this game? Yep. It's just that same room as I thought it was. Okay. I just had to know for sure. Hang on. I mean, I haven't gotten that one either. So we're gonna go ahead and go back to Roto. I think this is the place we need to go to. I can't tell if it's Bevan or Corel. Maybe this is the book here. No. Okay, we'll just go through our Nexus. It should be here. Corel. Alrighty. We'll go ahead and do these here. So first, we have B, and O, and B again, so the second letter, second B of the word Bob, then O, then G, then O again, then B again, and finally orange again. And that will unlock this door over here. And that is where I'm going to end this video for this time. So next time you see my past self play the rest of the game. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, and I will see you all next time when my past self will complete the game. Yeah. So until then, everyone, have a great rest of your day, and take care.